As a man, my first responsibility is to secure my own survival and to protect myself. And so, as it relates to my engagement with the police, I take control of that by my actions. I give off an energy to police, present myself to the law enforcement, present myself to others in a very respectful manner, in hopes and thinking that they're going to feed off my respect and give me respect. And that has been my life experience, that the people I hit with warmth and kindness and respect, whether they want to or not, they eventually fold and hit me with warmth and kindness and respect. And so this is what I'm talking about. Like, there's no line in the sand that we'll draw that Tony Evans was talking about. It's like, oh, so we've accepted this definition of what black culture is from popular culture and the puppet masters in Hollywood and all that. And so that, black people, black men, pull your pants down, have it hanging off your butt like you're in prison. Tat yourself up like you're in prison. Wear cornrows and whatever, put on the white tee, the whole night. Dress yourself up like you're a thug, and then get upset if someone treats you in that manner. And it's like, well, hold on. How have you presented yourself? What energy have you given off? Why are you want that guy to overlook the fact that, hey, I know I'm dressed like a gang member, but I want him to overlook that and not assume that about me. And again, I take control of that and try to present myself in the most professional, warm spirit. I'm no punk. I'm no coward. I don't present myself like a punk, but I give off the energy I want to get back. And so when I want hostility, I give off a hostile energy. I dress like I'm prepared for hostility. And so this is, again, the energy of Christianity and what it advises and what it's trying to guide you towards is be the change that you want to see, and you'll be shocked at how people react to you. And so it's just as simple as what I'm saying about me and food. Over the past year, I think it started on August 17th, I started giving off a totally different energy about myself as it relates to food and gluttony. And people are reacting and responding to me completely differently than they had before. Instead of me being a little animal at the zoo that you got to put up a sign, don't feed the pet or whatever, I done put up the sign. Feed me broccoli and spinach and and protein bars or whatever. And people are responding to that. That's the power of a biblical worldview and embracing the gospel and the truths espoused in the gospel. And these solutions that we're offering are simple. You can implement them at home. You don't need more money to implement them. They don't need to build you a school to implement God's thinking and philosophy. You can do it individually, apply that to your family. And again, that's why I love having you and Delano on, because y'all are such great representations of like, build a family, you and your wife. Procreate as much as you want within that family structure. That's what God wants for you. And there's blessings and progress and success built around building that family structure. Am I hitting the right notes?
I'm just going to harmonize with you. Yeah, you're hitting the right notes. One of the things you were talking about earlier when you were talking about with the police, one of the first things that my mom taught me with engaging with officers, grew up in a Christian home, but it was bigger than the police officer. It wasn't about the officers. It was more about, are you a self-governed person? Do people know you're a self-governed person? You have ethics and values that extend far higher and far greater than those that come from our society. And son, I'm going to hold you to those. You walk a certain way. You talk a certain way. You bring yourself to have dignity in everything you do. You treat people well. Those values were things that were taught to me by my mother and my Christian foundation, Christian background. And so when I engage anyone, an officer or not, I'm engaging someone with human dignity and human value, and I'm letting them know know that I'm governed by a morality and I have virtue that extends beyond the culture, right? I serve a God, an officer, or whoever I'm dealing with. I have to answer to God even before I have to answer to you. So my morality is held at a higher value, and I have more virtue than even what you're trying to enforce even at this moment. I always want to have that attitude. I always want to carry myself with that type of dignity, and I always want to hand that down to my children.